What's up, everybody? Tonight, doing this kind of late. I was editing the video and didn't have a verse, so we're reading through Romans right now, and I just figured I'd read this. Romans 10:9 says, "Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved. For the scripture says, everyone who believes in him will not be put to shame. For there is no distinction between Jew and Greek, for the same Lord is Lord of all, bestowing his riches on all who call on him. For everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved." A little bit more than one verse, but you can't really stop at 9, so that's 9 through 13. Thanks, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Today, back out here on this pond. I got to pump some water. I fueling up the Traco right now, and cleaned out the cab just a minute ago. I got all the pump stuff loaded up in the bucket, and I'll set the GoPro up down there and let y'all watch me set it up and everything. And gonna start pumping, and then once it gets pumped down a little ways, I'm gonna start mucking it out. So that'll be fun, dealing with a bunch of mud. I don't know how much mud it's got in it. Hopefully it ain't no more than about 2 feet, but that's something we won't know till we get started. So get started here in a minute when this thing gets fueled up. Let y'all watch. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get the stuff out of the bucket without getting out. Alright. I'm gonna have to dig a little spot right here. So I've had the pump running for a while now, and it's pretty much pumped everything out. There's still maybe 6 or 8 inches of water on the far side, on the lower end, that it needs to pump, but it'll get that in the next hour or so probably. So I'm gonna dive off in here and start stripping these trees off and just throwing this mud over to that corner over there. So yeah, I'm just gonna start doing that and let y'all watch. Don't look too deep. Looks like it's about, I don't know, a foot deep or so. It seems like it's got a hard bottom. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not too much mud. Probably 20 loads. And on this this type of pond, we don't have to get all of the mud got all this water pumped out right here. Went ahead and made a pass all the way across there. The mud's really not too deep. It's about 6 inches deep up in there, but the bottom is clay and it's soaking wet, so it's pretty much burying up to the belly pan on the track coat. That's gonna be a little bit aggravating, but I think after lunch there's about 3 or 4 inches of water. It runs all the way back to these baffles right here and a little bit further back right here. But I think after lunch what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to get all this water out right now that I can. Then I think I'm gonna come in here and just skim the grass off, because we got to do it anyway, and cut a good ditch all the way to this hole, so this thing will never hold water, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, and then like I say, skim all that grass off and get it piled up and let it dry. It will dry pretty good if you can get it up out of the water. So that's what I think I'm fixing to do. I get done with lunch, and then I'll probably be lucky to get all that done today, and then I'll start over there on the other side of that pile tomorrow. Over there on the other side, it's probably 1.5 foot, maybe 2 foot deep of mud, because that's where it all comes in from. It comes in from the pipes right up there in the corner. So all the silts come in from there. So most of the time, you'll have most of your silt will be right there at the pipe. And a lot of times they'll have 2 or 3 foot of mud all the way across the bottom, but this one, just eyeballing it, the shelf, the bottom's only supposed to be, down here is supposed to be about, I think it's a 5 foot difference. I'll have to look at the plan to the shelf. So it looks like it's about on grade. So really, all I'll really need to do is clean up the bottom and get it piled up, find somewhere to bury it or whatever. And I don't know when they'll come stake it, so we can start grading the shelf and everything. But yeah, I mean, really all I need to do is get the bottom cleaned out right now and bury that mud. And once they stake it, we'll hopefully get the dozer or something in here to work on all these slopes. I think what it looks like is we'll probably have to end up cutting our slope back to somewhere right in here, because it's so steep. It's such a steep drop off that if the bottom's right, we'll have to cut this hump out of it and lay it back probably 3 or 4 feet all the way around to get our slopes right. But we won't know that until we get it staked. So for now, we're just gonna focus on cleaning it out.